Welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's first of two matchups in playoffs in the upper division. Game number one here tonight, that will be the Carolina Reapers up against the Gold Diggers. The Reapers tonight come in tonight 6-8 for 12 points. They sit in 6th place in the current standings, that including the few games in the playoffs thus far. On the other side, for the Gold Diggers, they are 8-6 for 16 points. They sit one spot ahead of the Reapers in 5th place as we get ready for the matchup here tonight. Going to take a quick look at the rest of these standings here in this upper division. The Silverbacks currently sit on top of the standings. They've clinched first place. That's the Silverbacks with 22 points. That's followed by the Trash Pandas with 18 points, Rink Rats with 17, and they tie with the Camel City Mafia. The Gold Diggers with 16, Carolina Reapers with 12, and the Pink Panthers sit at the bottom in 7th with 7 points. A few keys to the game as we come in here. One of the top things for any team to have success: fire quality shots. Throwing just a random shot on the netminder more than likely will not go in here in this upper league. So pick your shots carefully and have some quality shots. Key number 2 is don't let up. Although you may be up and have a huge lead, any other team has a chance to come back. Dating back to last week, the Pink Panthers, who were sitting at the bottom of the league, end up winning against a team in second. That was the Trash Pandas, who currently have a 1-point lead over third, and they are just a few points back of first. Key number 3, take quick shifts. A lot of the teams here this season have not had full benches. A lot of the guys get tired quickly. Needing to take quick shifts is a huge key in order to have success, especially here in playoffs. The 4th key, rely on the 4 guys around you. It's not a one-man show. And as we take a look at that, for example, I'll go with the Gold Diggers. Robert Mulhorn has 2 assists. Gage Baines with an assist. Kevin Gerbert has an assist as well. Zach Kuhn has an assist. Jeff Brooks has 3 assists. Gil Myers as well has 3 assists. You have to rely on the guys around you, and that's why the Gold Diggers this season have 2 wins over the Carolina Reapers. As for the Reapers, they have won, and that came all the way back in their first matchup on January 12th. One of the last keys is being able to back check. Don't give any of the opposing team advantages in their own offensive zone. Take the puck away. As we look over the some of the higher scoring players, that is. Give me just one moment. Starting off with the Reapers, Cameron Baxter has 2 goals and assists for 3 points in the 3 games against the Gold Diggers. Woodall has a goal and assist. Michael Clanton has 2 goals and 2 assists. Sam Jones has 2 assists. And one of the highest point scorers so far this season, that'd be Chris Palavinci. 3 goals for the Reapers against the Gold Diggers. On the other side, for the Gold Diggers, as I was mentioning, Michael Lemon has 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points. Kyle Peterson has 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Jeff Brooks has 2 goals alongside his 3 assists for 5 points. And Danny Jumpo, one of the biggest names we've had this season, has 6 goals and 3 assists against the Reapers this season, with a hat trick coming back on March 16th. And as we talk about Danny Jumpo, so far this season, he has 26 goals, 11 assists for 37 points. Here's a new graphic that I was able to come up with this season. If anyone is willing to, if anyone wants me to make a graphic like this for them, please send me a headshot. As you can see here, the picture is not accurate. I'm doing the best I can with what I have, trying to make this a little bit better as we head here into the postseason. But once again, Danny Jumpa this season leads the league in points. 26 goals, 11 assists for 37 points. On the other side, and coming up in game number 2, Vince Sedekassi. He has at least 1 goal this season. He might have 2 assists, but in penalty minutes, he has the most. He's tall. He was born at a date and time that will be named later. And of course, he's Mr. Penalty Box. And we'll come up with that here with game number 2. That will be against the Campbell City Mafia and the Silverbacks. Going to take a quick timeout here, and we will get back for the start of warm-ups and then the start of game number 1, that being between the Carolina Reapers and Gold Diggers. Welcome back here to inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's playoff matchup. Game number 1 is going to be the Carolina Reapers against the Gold Diggers, the 5th and 6th place teams in this upper league. Game number 2, that will be coming up at 7:30. That will be between the Camel City Mafia and the Silverbacks. Going to take a quick look here at the rest of the standings for this upper league. Silverbacks currently sit in first. They're 10-2 with 2 shootout losses for 22 points. They've scored 87, giving up 54 for a plus 33 goal differential, the highest in the league thus far, and one of only 3 that are currently in the positives when it comes to goal differential. Team number 2, that's the Trash Pandas, 9-6 for 18 points. 2 teams tied for third. The Rink Rats are 8-7. Camel City Mafia is 8-6-1 overtime loss, giving them that 17th point. Gold Diggers are 8-6 for 16 points, followed by the Carolina Reapers 6-8 for 12 points, and the Pink Panthers 3-12-1 for 7 points on the season. One of those wins coming in the playoffs against the number 2 team, Trash Pandas, just a week ago. As we look at the penalty minutes for this season, the team with the most, that's the Camel City Mafia. We'll get into that a little bit later, but that's thanks to one guy in particular. Once again, we'll get to that here in a few. Apologies, they are tied in penalty minutes with, oh, never mind, I was looking at the wrong thing. Whoopsie. That's a big difference. 72 penalty minutes for the Mafia. The next highest, that is a tie for second with 34 between the Silverbacks and Trash Pandas. Taking in a few keys for success. Number 1 is fire quality shots. We have 2 really good netminders here tonight. In game number 1, it's going to be Daniel Gumford, 6-8, 65 goals against for a 4.64 goal against average. And on the other side for the Gold Diggers, it's Evan Goldberg, 8-6, 78 goals against for a 5.56 goal against average. Statement number 2 is don't let up. Whether you have a big lead or not, keep pressuring. Eventually you'll find the back of the net, and you don't want to give up any sort of lead that you might have. Third key, take quick shifts. As we can see here, there's only about 2.5 lines for each side. Guys are going to get tired. Alongside that, you're going to have to rely on the 4 guys standing around you alongside the netminder. As for the Gold Diggers, they've done a very good job of this so far this season, especially against the Reapers. There's 5 guys with 2 or more assists against the Reapers this season. That being Robert Mulhorn with 2, Michael Lemon with 2, Danny Jumpa with 3, Jeff Brooks with 3, and Gil Myers as well with 3 assists. And the last key, that's back checking. Don't let the opposing team get deep into their offensive zone. Find any way to take the puck away and give yourself some time in the O-zone. As we talk about Danny Jumpa, he has 26 goals on the season, 11 assists for 37 points. He has the most amount of points in the entire league this season, and he has that by a long shot. Give me one moment here. Danny Jumpa, as I was just mentioning, 37 points. He has 2 game-winning goals and averaging 2.64 points per game. There's a tie for second in points. That's between Aaron Proctor of the Trash Pandas and Tyler Steinley of the Rink Rats. Proctor, 22 goals, 9 assists, while Tyler Steinley has 16 goals, 15 assists. As I mentioned, both with 31 points. As for Jumpa and Proctor, they both do not have a single penalty minute. As for Steinley this season, he has 4. Taking a little bit of a closer look into the season so far, there's 4 guys that are currently averaging at least 2 points per game or more. That includes Josh Shabecki sitting at a 2 flat. 2 guys tied for second. That's between Tyler Johnson and Aaron Proctor. And then Danny Jumpa at a 2.64. About 10 seconds left to go here in warm-ups, and we'll get set to start things inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's playoff matchup between the Reapers and Gold Diggers. Welcome back here to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's first game playoff match. This one being between the Carolina Reapers, who come in tonight 6-8, and the Gold Diggers, who are 8-6 this season. Against each other, the Gold Diggers sit 2-1. Their most recent win coming back on March 16th, that was a 5-4 victory. Then they won 6-3 back on February 18th. Their first matchup came back on January 12th. That was a 5-4 victory in favor of the Reapers. So both sides are very capable of beating each other, as they've had very close games thus far. Captain for the Reapers this season is Donald Mulcahy. For the Gold Diggers, it's Rob Hosever. 20 minutes up on the board, and we are set to get things started here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Both netminders are ready, and away we go. Puck is dropped. Puck still loose in center ice. Lemon trying to work it forward, but Sam Jones is able to clear it into the zone, trying to get some early attacking zone here. Thomas rings up the far side, but not able to get it out. Shot gets blocked out in front, as Clayton was looking to get his 3rd goal against the Gold Diggers this season. That's kept into the point by Pelavinci, running around the far side. As it comes out for the Gold Diggers, back the other way. It's going to be a 2-on-2 as they hit the blue line. Up the far side, Jumpa winds up, fires. As that hits the back glass. Able to kick. Lemon able to keep that in at the point. Not before it's worked out. Able to get a centering feed, trying to get it to Lemon. As that it comes out for the skates of Pelavinci. Centers, here's a chance now for Sam Jones. Up the far side, has Chapman down low. Shot, save made by Goldberg. Jumpa trying to work it forward, trying to get it out to the limit, just a hair too far as it comes out for Baxter in center ice. Left on a clearing attempt. Here comes a chance for Lemon. Sticked aside as the netminder will cover it way outside of his crease. Even with the hash marks there, 18:47 to go here in the first. 2 shots on goal so far in favor of the team in green. That's the Reapers. Face-off drop, that's going to be kicked out to the point. Thomas, shot, gets blocked out in front, and be gloved down by Crowell. Trying to dig around one. That's going to be kept in at the top of the point by Apt. Skating in, dropping it down to the goal line. Still with it, being pressured there by Baxter. Price rings it down low. Out in front, puck still is trying to poke it up, shoot, scores! Somehow, just like that, the Gold Diggers are able to get their first goal here tonight and take an early 1-0 lead on their first shot on goal. As it's 1-0 Gold Diggers. 18:08 to go here in the first. Somehow, just like that, the Gold Diggers are able to get their first goal here tonight. Appears to be John Price who scored that goal. A little tap in right in front of the netminder of Daniel Gumford. Work back the other way. It's still anybody's game. As I mentioned earlier, keep the pressure going. Trying to get around Mulhorn. Palavinci Spinning around still with it. Centering feed, trying to get a shot off there with Schneckler. Comes up top for Baxter. Shot, save, made by Goldberg. Down to the corner, Schneckler rings it down low. Falling down to the ice there was Clanton. Trying to get a centering feed. Instead it comes down low for Hosever. Centers it, trying to get it over for Kuhn. Instead it comes out for Crow the other way. Works it up top. Cleared down like the ice as that's going to be picked up by a goal digger down low. Intercepted. Here's a chance for Clanton. Skating in from the slot. Still with it. Drops it back. Trying to get it to Schneckler. Down the corner. Mulhorn pressuring. Kuhn now pressuring as it gets loose in the skates of one. Jumpa able to work it forward. Foot race coming the other way. Here's Jumpa. Holds. Shot. Stick to side. And made by Baxter. A good back check there. Able to negate the shot. Down the corner. Hosever centers. That's going to be stick to side by Gumfrit. Back by the net it is for Hosever, trying to get a centering feed. Shoot, scores! That goes in off the stick of Kevin Gerbrandt. His first goal here against the Reapers.
36.
That goes in off. Was it 36 that scored that? Puck dropped and away we go here. 2-0 is your score in favor of the Gold Diggers as they're trying to keep the pressure going. Can't do it there with an icing. 15:55 to go in the first. Shots on goal all tied up 3 apiece. And as the faceoff will come down to the right of Evan Goldberg. Taking the draw, that looks like it's going to be Jumpa up against Sam Jones. Puck's drop, Jumpa able to win it back to his point. Ringing back around Gerbrandt as it comes down into the near side corner. Working it forward as it hits the blue line. Jumpa trying to work it forward. Puck goes sky high but kept in at the point for now. Still with it. That's thrown on, just misses the left side of the net. Jumpa able to keep it in at the point. He'll backhand it in deep, trying to get it over for Myers. That is, apologies. Down low, shot, save. That's going to be covered up by Gumfrit. Holding on to there. 14:55 to go in the first period. The Reapers started off this period strong, having two or three grade A chances against Evan Goldberg. But so far, here in the last few moments, it's been all Gold Diggers able to score too quick and make it 2-0. Baxter hits the blue line. Still has Kate Chapman chasing down low, looking for a centering feed. Just a hair too far behind her. And the skates of Sam Jones down in the corner being pressured by Myers. Jones holding, shot, save as it goes off the left pad. Rebound down into the corner. Here comes the Gold Diggers as they'll try and clear it out to center. Jones intercepts, drops it back for Chapman, holds up, fires. Goldberg gloves it and holds on to it. 14:06 to go here in the first. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Carolina Reapers. As the puck's dropped, able to get it back to the point, holding in, shot, blocked out in front as it comes back out near side. Still holding. Chasing it down to goal line, centering feed on the far side, shot, save, rebound, cleared out by Price. Crane squad of the Reapers still able to come away with it, not before Lemon's able to get it out to Price in the neutral zone. Back deep as it comes down low for the Gold Diggers. Centering feed nearly intercepted by Schneckler, instead it comes out for Price. Hits Lemon. From the right side, shot, stick to side, made by Gumfrit. Up the far side. Trying to clear it out as the puck comes back in deep for Baxter. Near side, able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Here's Baxter. Hits the blue line, being pressured by Price and Mulhorn. Shot, stick to side, made by Goldberg. Rebound from the far side, centering feed, trying to get a touch in front. They do! Reapers able to get one back. It's 2-1. Here's Baxter. Hits the blue line, being pressured by Price and Mulhorn. Shot, stick to side. 12:40 to go here in the first period. Trying to get a touch in front. They do. Reapers able to get one back. It's Chris Palavinci gets his 10th goal of the season. That's his 4th goal against the Gold Diggers. Apologies here on the roster. There's 2 10s and there's no number 1. So apologies here, as I can visibly see a 1 on the ice for the Reapers. Anyway, we have a offensive zone face-off here for the Gold Diggers. Puck's dropped. Price able to get it back from Mulhorn. Skates over top of it. Out for jump for Apt, that is. Shot, rebound out in front. Clanton able to clear it out to the point. Able to keep that in to Apt. Shot, glove save made by Gumfrit. 11:35 to go here in the first. $11:20 left to go here in the first period. Faceoff will still be in the attacking zone here for the Gold Diggers, as they're able to win the faceoff back to the point. Trying to cut it up front as it comes up for Baxter, trying to clear it up for Jones. Jones able to come away with it. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Near side for Chapman. Hits the blue line from the right circle, skating in, pressuring out in front of the net, throwing a man down to the ice. That was Schroeder. Near side. Crowell able to keep it in. Got it down for Chapman. Centering feed. Just a hair too far out of the reach for Sam Jones. Trying to get it back to the point. Baxter not able to hold it in on the blue line, as they're trying to get it around 1. That's Apt. Sticking it aside, but not able to steal it away was Baines. Heading the blue line. Puck still loose as it comes out now for Gil Myers, who has a goal and 3 assists against the Reapers this season. Down low, Crowell chasing after it. Trying to work out on 1. He does, but it's being picked up by a gold sweater. Drops it down to the point. Myers able to keep it in. Apologies, there was Thomas. Out in front, Jumpa, holding, shot, save, rebound, clear it out into the neutral zone. Crowell able to come away with it, trying to clear it out into the neutral zone. Will that have the legs rising? Just possibly. Yes. Gerbrant touches it up right there at the red line, but that still does not negate the icing. Just under 10 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal tied up 8 apiece. Puck's dropped, trying to keep it in at the point, but it escapes danger for now and out to the neutral zone. It goes for Thomas. He'll throw it up top for Baines. Trying to get on 1, but that's kept in by the skates of 1. And here's a chance the other way for 10. From the left side, holding around, trying to get a centering feed. Had a man on the back door. Instead, it's going to be cleared out for the moment by Thomas. Out to the point, winds up, fires. Hit, sent high off the back glass. Trying to work it out, Crowell able to keep it in. Not before Myers able to get a stick to it, but the Reaper still with control. At the point, from the high slot, down low, skating in, centering feed on the back door. Had a chance there for Schneckler, as that's going to be cleared down to the ice. Will that have the legs for an icing? It will. 8:55 to go here in the first. Face off in the attacking zone for the Reapers. Back out to the point. Shot. Blocked down front. Backhanded shot from Clanton goes down into the corner. Price trying to work it out of danger. Still with it. Cross ice feed. Able to get a stick to it. And here comes a chance for the Gold Diggers. 2-on-2. Winds up. Fires. Goes off the skate of Baxter. Diving chance there by Clanton. Either that or he hit a banana peel on the ice. I'll go with he meant to do that. Mulhorn trying to work it in deep. Price not able to keep it. Apologies there, as Mulhorn was able to fire that back in deep from the point. Able to work on the near side. Can't get a stick to it as that goes down the length of the ice for an icing. 7:50 to go here in the first. Shot right off the draw. That save made by Gumford. He'll hold on to it. And we'll have another offensive zone faceoff here for the Gold Diggers. As it looks like Price is going to take the draw. Indeed so. Jones trying to work it for. That's going to be kept in. Shot out in front. Here's a chance for Price. Not before it's cleared out of danger for now from Baxter. Mulhorn trying to work it around a man, but instead it comes down low for a man in a gold sweater. Centering feed for Lemon, has a chance. Forehand, backhand, shoot, save made by Gumford. Down in the near side, Hosever. Works it back by the net, but that's going to be picked up by a green sweater. Trying to work it back the other way. Hosever pressuring hard. Price not able to steal it all the way as Baxter has a chance here. Here's a 2-on-0 for Bill Schroeder. He has a goal so far against the Gold Diggers, but not here this second. Save made by Goldberg. Puck's dropped behind the net, trying to clear it out. It's going to be kept in by Baxter off his body. Jones. Deeks around one, still has a chance. Taking it back by the net, jumper pushing hard, able to steal that one away. Here he comes, full head of steam. 3-on-2, being pressured by Baxter up high. Takes it, shot, save made by Gumford. He'll give up no rebounds. (11-9) shots on goal in favor of the Gold Diggers.
I got my marks pretty good.
Shot goes wide to the right, to the left, that is, of Goldberg. Able to keep that in down low is Myers. Out to the point, Thomas. Shot gets blocked out in front by Clanton. Behind the net, Crowell able to come with it. Works it up high, gets a stick to it, into skates. Cleared out into the neutral zone, down link to the ice. Will that have the legs for icing? It just about will, and it does. Clanton able to beat that one out, but here at PHA, there are icings regardless of whether you beat it out or not. As for the Reapers, they are trying to get their first victory against the Gold Diggers, dating back to January 12th, a 5-4 victory that was back then. Takes an annex hop down low for Crowell. He'll work it forward, trying to get over for Clanton. Instead, it comes up for Jumpa, loose in his feet, as Crowell is able to take it right back the other way. Has Clanton to his right, that's who will try and give it to, just out of his reach, but no icing. Down the corner it goes for Thomas. A 2-1 game in favor of the Gold Diggers. Here, 4:20 left to go here in the first. Gold Digger sits the blue on 2-on-2, up high. Shot, glove, save made by Gumford. 4:09 to go here in the first. Full line change coming up here for the Gold Diggers. As it looks to be a defensive pairing change for the Reapers. One of the keys to success here, take quick shifts, and so far you can see from both sides they've been able to do that. And for the Reapers, they don't have two full lines. They have 4 men sitting on the bench. Centering feed, gets a stick to it, able to keep it in on sides. Here's a chance, taking up high, still losing his feet. That's going to be picked up by Chris Palavinci, back by the net. Deeks around, not able to take it away, as Mulhorn back by the net, still with it. Crowell able to steal it back from behind the net, working it down low to the neutral zone. Gets loose in the skates of one, trying to get it up for Clanton. Throws it in deep from the blue line. Going to be a foot race going up into the corner. Able to win it back to Lemon. As Price chasing behind, decides to try and one-touch it forward. Able to get it back to Lemon. Here they go, 3-on-2 if they're able to hurry. Price to the right, App down low. Skating from the left side. Holding, centers, loose out in front of Gumford. He is able to cover it up. 2:50 left in the first frame. It's still 2-1 in favor of the Gold Diggers.
13-9 shot.
Got it. Puck's dropped out to the point for Apt. Fires one in, trying to get a tip out in front. Instead, it will be baseball glove down by Gumford. 2:20 left to go here in the first. Puck's dropped. Able to hold it back are the Reapers down the corner, trying to work it forward for Chapman. Instead, it's turned over by Price. Shot, save, rebound out in front, trying to poke it home, still loose. 2 men on top of each other. That's number 1 of, I believe, Palavinci. And number 5 of Gage Baines. Price taking it up high, able to get back in on sides. Price backhands it down low for Apt. Has a chance at the top of the point. Shot, tipped, sent just wide. As that went off the body of Hussiver, and he's able to take the puck right back out in front of the net. Palavinci coming down low. Going to be a 2-on-2. That's going to be offsides. Schroeder not able to hold in on the blue line. Just under 90 seconds left to go here in the first period, as the shots on goal are 15-9 in favor of the Reapers. Jones taking the face-off. Schneckler to his left. To the right, it's Chapman. Not going to matter here as Gold Diggers are able to win it back into their own defensive zone. Chasing forward into the blue line. Here comes Baines. Gerbrand, that is. Apologies. Back by the net. Losing it to Palavinci up high. Working it for Schneckler. Trying to get a centering feed, but nobody was home in the neutral zone. Cross-ice feed. Trying to get it to a connecting feed right there on the near side blue line. Instead, it's turned over. Here's a chance for Jumpa. Gets around 1. Ends up losing it. But the Gold Diggers still able to find a way to gain control, as there was a shot coming off the stick of Gil Myers. Downward behind the net. Centering feed. Shot out in front. Scores! Gil Myers able to get his second goal against the Reapers this season. Downward behind the net. Centering feed. Shot out in front. As the Gold Diggers take a 3-1 lead against the Reapers this season. Four seconds left to go here in the first, and that would just about do it as Jumpa will work it forward at the blue line. Nearly offsides there. Would not have mattered, as we're going to take a quick 1-minute break as we get ready for play here in the second period. It's 3-1 in favor of the Gold Diggers.
General ice skating is now open through April at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. View our public skating and events calendar online at wsfairgrounds.com. Ice skating at the Fairgrounds Arena, the coolest fun around.
"20 minutes back on the board here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for period number 2. 3-1 is your score in favor of the Gold Diggers over the Carolina Reapers. The biggest win so far between these two comes back on February 18th, a 6-3 victory for the Gold Diggers. Every single game thus far this season between these two have resulted in 9 total goals. Surprisingly enough, as we come 19:48 to go here in the first. Gold Diggers here in the second will be going left to right. A long shot ends up getting whiffed on as Clanton's able to take the puck, trying to go the other way. Kept in at the point, down low, trying to get it to the point. Tripped up, but Baxter's able to take the puck away, no call. Up the far side, has a chance, finds it connecting over the 10. Jumpa able to take a beat on it and taking it back by his own net. Working it up the far side. Over for Thomas, centering feed, trying to get it to Kuhn. Instead, it's turned over by Schneckler and thrown right in onto the net of Goldberg. He'll cover it up. 19:10 to go here in the first.
between 35 and 40.
Face-off will come up to the left of Goldberg. So far this season for Goldberg, he's 8-6. He's given up 78 goals so far this season for a .556 goal against average. Hosever up the far side boards, dumps it down to the ice. That's going to go in for an icing. And this is Gumford on the other side. He's 6-8, 65 goals against for a .464 goal against average. Game number 2, that will be against the one near the 2 top goaltenders of the season. Out to the point, Baxter shot, tipped out in front. That's cleared out by Mulhorn. Comes out for Hosever. He hits center ice. Being pressured by Baxter as he'll backhand it in deep for Schneckler. Still loose in the neutral zone. Price able to get a stick on it, but it comes out for Hosever as he'll take it in the attacking zone. Shot that's blocked off the face mask of Gumford. Price still able to come away with it. Down low for Crowell. At the point, winds up, fires, tipped out in front, shot. Gumford unsure where that one went as he thought it went behind him. Crowell able to get it to 10 at the blue line. Leaves it back for Schneckler. Instead, a shot goes out in front, blocked by Apt. Hosever throws a stick down as Baxter's able to try and come away with it. Mulhorn backing him up as there's a loose puck. Back for Price. Price will work it back to himself behind the net of Goldberg. Down low, able to get it to Schneckler. Drops it back for 10. Centering feed for Clanton. One touch feed is thrown out by Lemon. Centering feed. Back out to the neutral zone. Picking that up is Palavinci for Schneckler. Gets a touch shot. Centering feed. Ends up getting stick to side down low into the corner by Baines. Baines able to pick up the change. Leaves it back. Trying to get it that. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Let's see who that goes against.
Roughing.
It's going to be a roughing call. To a guy on the Carolina Reapers. Clock stops. Number 4. And that is Alan Schneckler. 16:32 mark. Gets a 2-minute penalty here. That goes for roughing.
You trying to compete with Sedekassi?
Jumpa's line is going to be him. Lemon to his right. Back to the point. It's going to be Gerbrandt as a puck's dropped, and away we go here on this man advantage for the Gold Diggers. Jones able to clear it out of danger, going down to the ice. Goldberg will just let it go. Gerbrandt down the near side, able to pick up the change. Being pressured by Chapman. Cleared down, linked to the ice. Got to stick to it, so no icing. As Palavinci will take it right up through Broadway. Still with it. As the Reapers need something going here. The first shot. Sent wide. Down low. Jones still with it. Able to get it on Jumpa, but not able to get it around Gerbrandt. Long shot. Save. Rebound out in front. Trying to poke it by Chapman. Goldberg able to cover that one up. A shorthanded chance here for the Reapers. 1:16 to go here on the penalty. Puck shot, trying to work it forward as the puck still loose as it comes out now for Jumpa. He'll touch it up front. Drops it back for Jumpa. That's going to be played in offside. Just a hair too far back of the pass. Off of the stick of Gil Myers. As for Myers, he has 2 goals and 3 assists against the Reapers this season. Puck shot, trying to work it forward. Hosever able to get it for Jumpa at the blue line. Just barely able to keep it in on sides as it comes down low. Gerbrandt skating in. Shot. Throws it off the iron and wide. Not able to keep it in is Drew Thomas. Down low now for Gerbrandt. Cross-ice feed goes off the stick of Chapman as it comes all the way back deep for the Gold Diggers. Jumpa. Full head of steam. Hits the blue line. Going to be a 1-on-2. Odd man rush. Trying to cut back in front. Shoot. Scores! Cross-ice feed goes off the stick of Chapman. Jumpa able to get his first goal of the night on the power play right as the penalty expired. That's a 7th goal against the Reapers this season. 4-1 is your score. Shots on goal, 21-13. As for Jumpa, that's his league-leading 38th point. Has a chance to get to 40 here tonight alone. Out into the neutral zone for Palavinci. From the center red line, will dump it in deep. As he was on the red line, no icing. Down in the corner for Apt. Trying to work it out. That's going to be kept in by 10. Back down in the corner for Apt. I'll spin, turn around. Nearly got a stick up high from Schroeder. Heavily kept in, but not for long, as it's right back the other way as Hosever works it forward. Trying to get around Palavinci. Instead, he'll take the puck. Loose puck turned over by Price. Gets it out to the point. Mulhorn digs around Clanton. Centers it, trying to get it back for Price. Down low for Kuhn. Centers! Had a chance on the back door, but nobody was ready for it. Whiffs on the shot. As here comes Clanton the other way. 2-on-1. Down low coming is Schroeder. Heading the blue line. Up high. Clanton trying to get a backhanded feed over to the center ice. Instead, it comes up for Price up high. Spinning. Still away with it. Down low for Kuhn. Trying to leave it back. Trying to get it over for Price. Instead, it's worked down into the near side corner. Mulhorn centers it. That's going to be sticked aside by Corral. They'll work it up high, but not out. Hosever able to keep it in for Price. From the left side, hash marks. Trying to drop down near side for Apt. He does, as that's going to be cleared down into the near side corner. As Corral and one gold sweater going at it behind the net. Takes her on one. If he's able to speed past him, he does. It's going to be a 3-on-1. Has a chance up high. Near side for Crowd. Not able to get a shot off. Good back checking work there. As it's worked back down the near side for Apt. Apologies, that's Myers. Long shot just sent high. Has a chance on the back door. Shot out in front gets blocked. Puck still loose. Shot. Save. Rebound. Trying to fire in past a diving Gumford was Jumpa. Jumpa still with it. Still with it. Drops it back for Gerbrand. Holds. Shot. That's blocked out in front and goes off the back glass. Gets thrown to the ice. But Jumpa throws it to center ice, trying to get it back for Gerbrand. He'll throw it down into the corner. Jumpa picking it back up behind the net. Has Gerbrand with him. Gerbrand holds. Apologies. As it's trying to get out to Gerbrand. Has to be kept in at the blue line just barely. Looked just a tad bit offsides to me. But does not matter here. Trying to get a one-touch feed. Just sent wide. Thomas down low. Has Bain sitting on the back door, and that's going to be turned over by Baxter. Trying to clear it out. That will go down and a link to the ice. But will it have the legs for icing? Just barely. 11:16 to go here in the second. A power play goal is a difference maker. Giving the Gold Diggers their 4th goal. That's a power play goal to Danny Jumpa, his 7th goal against the Reapers, and his 27th goal so far this season. Down low for Jumpa. Has Gerbrand at the point, going to take it himself, leaves it back. Gerbrand shot just in wide. Lemon able to come with it down low. Centers. That's going to be picked up by the Reapers. Chapman able to get out in the neutral zone. Leaves it for Baxter. He'll try and work it forward for Schneckler. He wasn't reading that play exactly correctly. So that's going to be turned over for the team in gold as the Diggers take it down the near side. One-touch feed up for Jumpa. Heading the blue line. 2-on-1. Jumpa. Centers. That's going to be sticked aside by number 1 of Palavinci. Captain tripped up, no call. Back by the net it is for Myers. Centering it. Nobody home on that back door. As that's going to be worked out into the neutral zone. Reapers back behind their own back in their own zone, that is. Trying to work it for Schneckler. Instead it comes out the other way. Here's a chance for Hosever. Near side shot. Goes off a stick out in front. Centering feed goes off the side of the net. Back for Hosever. One-touch feed out in front. Trying to pick it almost lemon. Glove down by 10 as it's worked back behind the net. Clayton one touches it forward, trying to get it over for Crowell. Instead it goes near side. Back up top. Another one-touch feed over for Crowell. trying to get around Price. Can't. As a puck finds its way out for Mulhorn from the right faceoff circle. Cleared into the Reapers bench. Under 10 to go here in the second period. As for Jumpa, he has 4 hat tricks this season. His first one coming back in his third game. That was against the Camel City Mafia back on January 5th. The most recent on March 16th against the same very Carolina Reaper squad. Heading to blue line. Drops it back up top. Here's a chance for the Reaper shot. Save. Rebound. Coming out for the Gold Diggers back behind the net. Down low. Trying to work it forward. Kuhn trying to get it back up to center ice. Waiting to retouch back in on sides. Is Palavinci heading to blue line. Staked aside by Price and back out to the neutral zone. Has Crowd down low. Backhanded pass will get it over to him. Up for Schneckler. Not able to keep a stick on it. Back out to the neutral zone for Kuhn. That's been picked up by Crowell. Crowell still with it. Taking up high. Trying to deke around Hosever. Instead it comes out for the Gold Diggers. Back the other way. App will drop it back for Price. Trying to get it forward for Kuhn. Just a hair too far out of his reach. As the Reapers will dump it down to the ice. No icing as Jones has it down the near side half boards. Trying to leave it back for Schneckler. Instead a loose puck. Comes out for the Gold Diggers. Able to deke around Clanton. Odd man rush down the near side for Mulhorn. Looking to his left. Throwing it just a hair too far out in front. But Hosever able to come away with it. Back behind the net being pressured by Baxter. Centering feed has a chance now for Price. Spinning shot. Going back behind the net on the near side centering feed. That will go off the side of the cage and back out to the neutral zone. As Apt will throw it up high. Oh, apologies, Apt still with it. Throws it in. As we have a line change coming up here for the Gold Diggers. 7:30 to go here in period number 2. Corral taking things slow. Works it up top as he's able to hit the blue line. Winds up, fires, just sent it wide. Down low, Schneckler centering feed has a chance on the back door. Nobody home. Clanton shot goes off the side of the cage. Back behind the net, Baines trying to work it forward. That's to be kept in by Crowell. Able to dig around Baines. Crowell still with it from the left circle. Skating on shot, just sent high over the back glass. Clanton. Crowell, apologies, Jones calling up for it in the slot. Baxter backhands it in deep. Over to get it to Jones. Centers, Clanton, shot, saved, made by Goldberg as it goes right off his left pad. Jumpa with a 2-on-2. Drops it back for Baines. Shot, save, made by Gumfrit. Baines trying to get a centering feed. Instead of Crowell able to take away as he'll take it back the other way. 3-on-2. Hitting the blue line. Just able to keep it on sides. Working it forward. Trying to get a shot off just a hair. As it comes back out to the point. Baxter trying to throw it in deep. Has to be picked up by the Gold Diggers as they'll take it the other way. Trying to get it to jump it down the near side. Just ahead of his reach as Baxter will try and get it out. Able to be kept it at the point. Gerbrand working it in. Backhand shot. Trying to get a tip out in front. Shoots. That goes in the back of the net. Is that going to be credited? It is. Just ahead of his reach as Baxter will try and get it out. If it goes, that's going to be Jumpa's second goal of the game. Goes in the back of the net. Is that going to be credited? They give credit to it. As Jumpa is 1 goal away from getting his 5th hat trick of the season. And that would be his 2nd hat trick against the Reapers. 6-1. 5-1 is your score, apologies. As the Reapers take a 4-goal lead over the Reapers. As the Gold Diggers take a 4-goal lead over the Reapers.
Well, we'll definitely reach back in and pull it out.
After taking a look at the replay, Gumfrit made an effort to reach back behind him into the net and pull that out of the net. Down low, 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Price behind the net. Working it forward near side for Lemon. Not able to get that one out as that's going to be kept in by Palavinci at the blue line. Behind the net, down the near side for Lemon. Touches it up for Price. Sick aside, but not able to get it out. Here's a chance. Shot just sent wide from Schroeder. Couple of shots here now for the Reapers. as it goes back behind the net near side, trying to get it over for Sprague. Price chasing after it. That's going to be cleared down length to the ice. That will just go off the net for no icing. Apologies. Comfort plays it back behind the net for Baxter. Lemon pressing the forecheck. That's going to be passed down low. Able to get Palavinzi. In on sides. Takes it in. Shot off the pipe. Rebound shot goes off the side of the cage. And the skates of a goal digger as they'll take it back behind the net. Hitting center ice. Mulhorn hitting the blue line. And onside shot save made by Comfort on the backhand. Here's a chance now from Hosever. Jumpa still with it. Up high being pressured by Crowell. Spinning around. Back over for Crowell. He'll drop it back to the point. Jumpa chasing and trying to get a tip in on the back door. It comes down low. Gold Digger still with it. Over for Apt. Winds up. Fire shot. Tipped out in front. Save. Rebound. Clear down into the near side corner. Comfort still down on the ice. Back in a shot, trying to get a touch out in front from Women. Crowell taking it slowly, trying to throw it down low on the near side. Apt able to get the turnover as they'll throw it up top, waiting to retouch back in on sides. Crowell with it back in his defensive zone position. Trying to work it past Lemon. Stick to side by Jumpa, showing why he's up here in the upper league, alongside with his 38 points on the season. Near side for Jump, had a chance, tripped up, no call. Jones hitting the blue line, trying to dig her on one, stick to side. Skated aside, if you will, by Apt. The other way, Jump able to clear it in from the blue line, as they'll head off for a line change. Replacing him, that will be Price. As it will come out the other way for the Reapers, it's going to be a odd man rush. Long shot from the blue line, that's going to be gloved by Goldberg. He'll hold on to it. 2:20 to go here in a period number 2. 27-16 shots on goal in favor of the Reapers. An offensive zone faceoff here on the left side for the Reapers, as number 10 will be set to take the draw. Crowell and Baxter are set up behind him. Trying to clear it out. That will hit the neutral zone, as Gerber was able to get the puck out of danger for now. Trying to get it around Baxter. He's still with it. Out to the point. Shot. Blocked out in front. Rebound on the back door. Just sent in front of the netminder of Goldberg. Reapers had a chance there to get their second goal of the game. Price down low will cycle it around back by the net. Up top for Myers. Has a chance back for Myers. Blocked out in front by 10. Taking a chance at it there was Price. Swings on and misses. We've seen quite a bit of that here since opening day of this MLB season. A little bit of a trip up there on the blue line, but no call. We play on. Working it back the other way. Gerbrand chasing after it. Back behind the net it goes for the Gold Diggers. Up the far side, able to get it to Hosever. Clearing it back out into the neutral zone. Baxter has it. Stick to side. Here's a chance now for Kuhn. Heading the blue line. Trying to get it back near side for Price. Loosen his skates. He's still with it. Trying to dig around one, but being pressured off it there was by Bill Schroeder. Crowell takes it down low, hitting the blue line. From the left circle, still with it. Instead, he'll drop it back. Centering feed. That's going to be played in offside. It's going to wait to retouch it as it comes up for Hosever. He'll drop it near side for Kuhn. They have numbers as they go the other way, being pressured by the two of the best defensemen for the Reapers. That's between Crowell and Baxter. Comes up for Clanton. He'll try and play it back to himself. Instead, it's going to be kept in for the moment by Apt. Shot. Loose out in front. Diving save made by Gumfret. He'll hold on to it as his period just about to come to a close. 2-1, and that will do it for the second period. Going to take a quick 1-minute break, and we will be back for the start of period number 3.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Welcome back here to the start of period number 3. A 4-goal lead so far for the Gold Diggers. The Reapers trying to find a way to claw any way they can back. But here's a chance. Apologies. Here, chasing back after it was a Gold Diggers back deeper in their own defensive zone. Jumpo with it. He's on hat trick watch, looking for hat trick number 5 of the season. Down low, Hosever back in the slot. Jumpo will drop it back to the point for Apt. From the high slot, shot, save, rebound out in front, trying to poke it home. That's going to be cleared out. Not all the way, now is. Here's a chance now for Clanton. Shoot, scores! 6. Michael Clanton gets his 3rd goal of the season against the Gold Diggers. A big goal at that, bringing this to back within 3, as it's 5-2. Still in favor of the Diggers. Puck's dropped, here we go. Back out in the neutral zone, trying to work it forward. There was Baines, hopped over his stick. Needing something going here in the 3rd period. As one of the keys I mentioned before the game was keep the pressure going. A 4-goal lead may not be enough, especially if the Reapers are able to get on a hot streak, and they have the players to do it. Palavinci scored 4 times so far against the Reapers. Michael Clanton scored 3. Do the Reapers have a Danny Jumpa? No, but they're able to spread the talent around, as Baxter's trying to work it back out to the neutral zone. Instead, the Diggers are able to throw it in back behind the net. Up the far side, able to get it to 10. Has Chapman, that's who they'll try and go to. Pass just goes a hair too far behind her as it comes out down low for Myers. He'll throw it in to the ice for an icing call. 18 minutes to go here in the 3rd. A big 3rd period coming up here for the Gold Diggers as they look to gain and stay in the win column, as this is a double elimination bracket here for this upper division. Cleared out to the neutral zone it goes. Baxter chasing after it. He'll try and find a center feed, nearly gloved down by a Gold Digger. Price trying to work it forward. Instead it finds 10, trying to get it around him. Instead it comes up for Baxter, up the far side, getting a stake to it. Chapman, and on sides, up high. From the left circle. Down low, still with it. Trying to find a centering feed back out to Baxter. Instead it comes out the other way. Up high, Gold Diggers. Spinning back around, Myers trying to deke around. Corral can't. Up high for Gerben. Shot, save, rebound. Had Price there in the back door, but just a hair too close. But Price able to get the turnover. Up top, has a chance now. Shot, save, rebound out in front. That's going to be gloved by Goldberg. 16:37 to go. Apologies, Gumford. 16:32 to go here in the 3rd. As I was just mentioning, this is a double elimination style bracket. And as for the Trash Pandas, they sit in 2nd in standings, but they are on the loser side of the bracket. Pink Panthers were able to win their game, although they sit at the bottom of the league. Captain over at the point. As for these two teams, they are both still playing in game number 1 of the playoffs, looking to keep their streak alive and avoid being 1 loss away from being eliminated. Schneckler dumps it back into the corner. No one following as Jump is going to chase after it as they'll backhand it near side for Hosever. They have time. Trying to get it over for Jumpa. Instead, Crowell able to try and get it out. That goes right onto the net of Gumford. He'll glove it in like an infielder and hold on. 15:35 to go here in the third. Shot out in front. Puck still loose as that's cleared down into the corner. Kuhn trying to get his first goal against the Reapers this season. App trying to clear it in. Puck still loose. Has a chance for Kuhn. Shot blocked out in front. Baxter able to come with it. Works it up for Palavinci. He scored one. Back checking by Jumpa. Has a chance. Shot. Scores! Chris Palavinci gets his second goal of the game. That's his fifth goal against the Gold Diggers this season, and that's a big one. Brings it back to within 2. Chris Palavinci gets his second goal of the game. That's his fifth goal against the Gold Diggers this season, and that's a big one. Brings it back to within 2. Back out to the neutral zone, coming away with it was Baines, but not able to. Apologies, that was Jumpa. As it's worked back the other way for Schneckler, hitting the blue line, 3-on-2. Shot just sent wide. Going back behind the net, Apt. Trying to clear it out of danger as it's still back behind the net. 2 green sweaters chasing after it, but instead it comes out for Jumpa. Being pressured by Schneckler, he'll throw it up high, trying to get it over for Kuhn. Instead it finds Jones. Apologies there about the replay of a replay of a replay of a replay. Did not mean for that to be left like that as it comes up for Clanton. Runs up, fire, save, rebound. Goldberg was trying to glove that down. Instead, it goes off his body. But regardless, the puck stays out. Down low for Clanton. Centering feed. Had a chance to take a wild hop there at the post. Mulhorn back by the net. Centers. Here's a chance now for Baxter. Shot blocked out in front. That was off the leg of Zach Kuhn. Baxter still with it. That goes off Jumpa. Down for Apt of the Gold Diggers. Down the near side. Cleared out into the neutral zone. Will that have the legs for icing? Yes, it will. And apologies here, I had the shots on goal backward the entire game. As the Reapers did not have 34 shots, it was the Gold Diggers. Whoopsies. Takes a little bit of time to get used to this new scoreboard system. Hopefully everyone enjoys it, as was one back to Jones. Shot blocked out in front. Late stick there by Goldberg is able to keep that puck out. Near side, able to get it to Myers. He has 2 goals this season against the Reapers. Down to the corner it goes for Kuhn. Up high, trying to work it out of danger. Now it's Gerbrand. Can't. That's kept in by 10. Tripped up. Is there going to be a call? No, as I believe that got all puck. It almost appeared like he lost an edge. Shot, save, made by Gumford. Down into the corner it goes. Myers ends up losing it to Jones. Deeks around. Here they come back the other way. 2 unanswered goals, looking to make it 3. Deeks around out in front as that's cleared out to the neutral zone. Here's a chance now for Baines. Out in front, has a chance. Guy on the back door, not able to get it to him, as Chapman's able to work it back out to the neutral zone. Jones not able to work it forward. Price now chasing after it with number 10. Price able to win it back, but there's 3 green sweaters up along the far side half boards. Leaves it down for 10. Centering feed comes out for Price up high. 2-on-1. Back checking Jones coming in, but not going to be needed as Crowell is able to back check it away at the last second. He'll come away with it down low. Trying to chip it to himself. Instead he loses it. Here's a chance for Thomas down low. Takes it back by the net. Couple men on the back door. Puck still loose. Thomas still away with it. On the backhand, not able to get a shot off. Crowell will find a way to get a centering feed. That's going to be picked up by the Gold Diggers, as that will head back into the defensive zone for the Reapers. Chapman after it. She'll work it forward, trying to get it over for Palavinci. He'll hit the blue line, winds up, fires, takes a slap shot. That goes off a body of Apt, and he is definitely in pain. That dropped him down for the first time here. Save made by Gumford. A grade A move there by Jumpa. But Gumford able to read that and dive on top of the puck, keeping that one out and keeping it a 2-goal game in favor of the Gold Diggers. Circle that for later if this remains a 2-goal game. Jumpa able to on the drawback shot. Save made by Gumford. Gerbrandt looking to get his second goal of the night. Crowell trying to work it out of danger. Mulhorn keeps it in. Down low. Sharp angle shot goes through the paint. Schneckler trying to get a center feed. Comes up for Palavinci. They have numbers the other way. Hits the blue line. Clanton down low. Has one to beat. Goes off the post. Poses man down to the ice. Back by the net it goes for Mulhorn. But Clanton able to win it back down the near side. Has a man on the back door trying to get it there. Puck still loose. Clanton trying to fire one off. As that it comes out for Lemon as he'll clear it down to the neutral zone for Hosever. Out centering, trying to get it back for Lemon. Instead, it goes up top for Jumpa. Once again, he's looking for his 5th hat trick of the season. Can't get it there as it goes up top. Here's a chance now for Palavinci. He scored 2 as well. Takes it up high, cutting out in front, has a chance, not able to get a shot off. Out in front, had a man on the back door, not able to use him, but Baxter's able to keep it in up top, able to get around Jumpa. Centering feed, nobody following. Lemon down low for Hosever. They hit the blue line. Shot, save, rebound, out in front, cleared. That will go down late to the ice. Will that go on net? Goldberg will play it regardless. Under 10 to go as we close in on 9 minutes in the third period. Kuhn trying to settle a bouncing puck. Nearly too many men. Crowell in his own defensive zone. Cross ice feed, able to get it to Clanton. Hitting the blue line. Shot, save, and Goldberg will hold on to it. 8:55 to go in the third period. Shots on goal, 38-23. In favor of the Gold Diggers. Able to keep that in at the point was Baxter. Down low, chasing after it now, Schroeder. I'll try and drop it back. Apton will pick up the change. Spinning away from Chapman. Chipping it forward out to the neutral zone. That's going to be picked up by Reaper. Backhanding it for Crowell. For Baxter, that is. Apologies. Able to get it forward for Schroeder. I'll try and drop it back. Instead, it comes up for Price the other way. Waiting for some reinforcements as we find a way to get it 3-on-3. Down low. Had a chance there for Myers. Not able to get a shot off. Here comes Chapman. Chips it out to center. Throwing it in deep, Schroeder. Apt wins the foot race down to the corner, being pressured by 10. Able to get around him. Apt still with it. Chips it forward, trying to get it to Kuhn. Puck still loose. Jump able to, Apt, that is, able to work it forward. 10. Able to steal the puck right at the blue line. Has Schroeder chasing down low, just out of his reach, as Thomas will backhand it down. As the Gold Diggers will try and take it the other way. They have numbers, 2-on-1. Myers hitting the blue line. Long shot, save, rebound. Had a chance. Centering feed as the puck still loose. Diving out to his right, Gumford able to hold on to it. Gumford made the initial stop as a rebound nearly went in back to his left. Just able to escape that left post as that rebound shot had a chance of somebody was on the back door, but luckily nobody was for Gumford, as he was able to dive and bring it in with his stick. 7 minutes left to go in this 2-goal hockey game. Gold Diggers up 5-3. Shot from Hosever sent wide. As it goes up top, Crowell trying to work it forward. That's going to be stuck up by Baines. Keeps it in. Hosever trying to get a shot off. Puck still loose. Jones able to clear it out for the time being. Apt trying to throw it on the backhand. That goes off a body out in front as it comes back out for Apt. Fires. Had a chance for Hosever on the back door, but just a hair too far out of reach. Either that or not expecting it, as Crowell is able to take it the other way. He'll hit the blue line from the right side. Cutting down in. Centering feed. Nobody home on the back door, but here comes Hosever right back the other way. Taking it up high. Has one man to beat. It's Jones. Stick to side by Jones. As Palavinci trying to take it forward. Man hits the deck. That was Baines. A little bit of a friendly fire there, it appeared to be. As Mulhorn trying to take it in deep. That's going to be picked up by Clanton. Has Palavinci chasing behind him. Clanton in. And the slot shot just sent wide. Down the corner's Jumpa. He'll clear it up the far side, but Jones able to keep it in from the left circle. Deeks around one. Has a chance. Shot just sent wide. Jumpa takes it away. Cross ice feed. Just out of his reach as Jones is able to come with it. Working it forward for Schneckler. Just out of his reach as a Gold Diggers will clear it down to the ice. No icing. Krell behind his own zone working forward. Through center ice, they have numbers. From the right side, long shot, just sent wide. Had a chance to throw it in off the far side goal post, that is. So far, it's been all Gold Diggers, but here in the third period, the Reapers have been able to find a way to score 2 unanswered. They still trail by 2. Down to the corner. Schneckler able to beat around his man. Thomas not able to take the puck away. Backhanded shot that still loose. Trying to poke and whack it home. Comes up for Krell. Firing one on. Goes off the stick of Myers into the far side corner. Skating in. Shot. Save. Rebound. Out in front. Trying to poke it home. That's to be cleared down the ice from the Gold Diggers. Will it go down for icing? It will. 4:31 to go here in the third period. Clock will stop with the last 3 minutes of the game within a 3-goal game. And as it stands, that's the way it looks. 4:10 as a puck's dropped. That's cleared down link to the ice once again by the Gold Diggers. Another icing will come up to the left of the Gold Diggers.
We have 4 minutes of icing.
Clock stops last 3 minutes. Price set to take the draw. Able to win it back. Here's a chance now as they're able to work it forward near side by Myers. Up the far side. Odd man rush as they have Lemon behind. Trying to deke around. Instead it comes up for Jones. When will they pull the netminder of Daniel Gumfret? If they decide to. Down low, here's Myers. Long shot goes high over the back glass of Gumfret. Lemon coming away with it. Chapman able to steal that puck away. Works it up high, back out to the neutral zone. Price with it. That'll just clear it in deep. Able to stick on it was Jones. Down the near side, over for Chapman. Down link to the ice, no icing. Thomas down in the corner. 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Out in front, nearly went off Chapman and in the back of the net. What a wide range that would have been. 2:52, and the clock does stop. As we have ourselves what you could just about consider a normal game now with normal puck stoppages. Everything continues the way it does, though. There's a 3-goal limit is still in effect. Nobody's there yet, but there's 2 men with 2. One of them being Danny Jumpa, who had a hat trick back in his last game, trying to take it back to back. Comes out to the neutral zone. Offsides, back in on. Here's Jones. 2 sets of friendly fire, 1 for the team in green, 1 for the Gold Diggers. As Apt will just hold on to it. 2:30 to go. He'll skate in, hits the center red line. Does not get the red line, that is, for an icing. That is a very close icing. 2:24 to go here in the third period. Shots on goal, 40-25. And the Reapers trying to find a way to score 2, and with this puck stoppage, they might have a chance, especially with how they've been playing here in the third period. Comfort still remains in his net. Baxter throws one on, tipped aside by Apt. Behind the net it goes for Jumpa. He'll throw it up high, just out of the reach of Kuhn. Down to the ice. Will it go for an icing? Yes, it will. 2:09 to go in the third period. Going to be a timeout here for the Reapers. We're going to take another quick 1-minute timeout, and we will be back right after this as we get ready to conclude the last 2 minutes and 9 seconds between the Gold Diggers and Reapers.
Take a trip down to the country at Bixby General Store. We have everything you need from a quick lunch to a fishing or hunting license. So come on in, with our staff so friendly and kind it will seem as if you've never left your own home. Browse the aisles stocked with a wall full of variety of drinks, chips, ice cream, fishing gear, and more. There's also a fresh and hot deli with Bixby famous hot dogs, hamburgers, and so much more. Just ask for the Bixby Chicks to guide you in the right direction and find what you need. That is Bixby General Store at 2200 Cornatza Road, Advance, North Carolina, 27006. Call us at 336-998-6470. We can also be found on Facebook or Instagram at Bixby General Store.
Got it. Welcome back here to the last 2 minutes and 9 seconds between the Gold Diggers and Reapers as they are battling it out. They remain in the winner's bracket in this upper division. Jump it down low. Gold Diggers with a 2-goal lead as we hit 2 minutes left to go here in this one. Looking for a hat trick. Out in front, shot. Comfort unsure where it is. Able to keep it close between his 5-hole. 1:54 to go in the third frame.
That's how he has scored his 2 goals.
Jumpo will remain out. Hosever right behind him. Wins it forward. Down the near side for Baxter. Trying to chip it forward. Turns it over. Here's a chance. Shot. Just in wide. Crowell up top. When will they pull the netminder? If they will. Heading to blue line. Here's Crowell. Shallot to go on. Here's a chance for Jones. Shot. Save. Made by Goldberg. Had a grade A chance to bring it there. The back within 1. Blue line. Here's Crowell. Wow. Shallot to go on. Here's a chance for Jones. Shot. Save. Made by Goldberg.
I think it's coming off if they control it.
Gonna see how this face-off takes, but it looks like the netminder might be getting ready to be pulled. 1:30 to go. 90 seconds, that is. Has a chance here. Shot out in front. Just goes off the side iron. And down to the corner. Clanton behind the net. Comfort still remains out. Back out to the point for Crowell. Skating in. Able to get on 1, but Jump is pressuring hard. Out the other way. Here comes Baines. Crowell pressuring on the back check, but Baines able to fire it in deep. 1 minute to go. Here comes Crowell. Comfort calling for it, and here they go. An empty net for the Reapers. Palavinci. Shot gets blocked out in front. Up the far side. Baines trying to clear it out. Down in the corner. Clanton pressuring. Man falls down out in front. Still has a chance on the backhand. Still with it. On the far side. Here's Baxter. Jumpa throws a stick. That appears to be one of the Reapers, but here comes a chance. Trying to throw it down length of the ice. No, there's going to be a penalty. The last 35 seconds in this one. Wow. What a wild ending we've had here in this one. Penalty going against the Gold Diggers. That looks like it's going to be going up against number 6 of Kevin Gerbrandt. No, it's going to be a timeout for the Gold Diggers. Was not expecting that. Wow.
2 minutes on number 6.
Indeed so, there's going to be a penalty. 2 minutes on number 6. For, let's say, unsportsmanlike. Going to take a quick 40-minute break, and we'll be back for the last 35 seconds. Wow.
General ice skating is now open through April at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. View our public skating and events calendar online at wsfairgrounds.com. Ice skating at the Fairgrounds Arena, the coolest fun around.
We sure did.
Welcome back here for the wild finish to this one. 35 seconds, 2-goal game. You get to see everything here on a new scoreboard. 41-27 shots on goal. As we had 35.7 as a puck's dropped. Back by the net it goes for Price. Clears it up high. Back out to the neutral zone. Crowell coming away with it. Under 30 to go. Works it up top. Palavinci hitting the blue line. In on sides. just about had a chance to be offsides, trying to clear it out. Man hits the deck, a little bit of an injury there, trying to work it up. Baxter's shot gets blocked out in front. Palavinci coming with it. Out for Crowell. Getting in deep, tripping. Shot, save, rebound out in front. That's going to be covered up. And a little bit of pushing, shoving right there in front of Goldberg. 5.8.
Goldberg waving somebody.
And that appears like it'll do it. Going to be hard to score 2 goals in 5 seconds, but could always try and get one more. Out for jumper. That's going to be cleared, and that will do it as that finds its way out to the neutral zone. Final score of this one. Gold Diggers win it 5-3 over the Carolina Reapers. Game number 2 will be up just here in a few minutes, and that game will be between the Silverbacks and Gold Diggers. Start time for that one set for right around 7:30 as we continue playoffs here in the Upper League. Once again, final score Gold Diggers 5,